Thank you for staying with us here on the program. Well, I told you earlier that we'll get insights on how exactly this kind of situation plays out. We've seen the past leaders of both chambers from 1999 to date. How has this things been? We have a senator who was a former House of Reps member before he now crossed over to the Red Chambers, and now he was the chairman of Rules and Business of the Senate. Senator Ita Enang joins us. Thank you so much, Senator Enang, for being a part of the program. It's quite interesting what we have seen so far played out in your new party. What we have seen now, usually, how did all this play out in the PDP where you were a former member, and how usually what does the law permit in this instance? Is a party mandated to pull down a member, a consensus candidate for these seats?
It is the business of the legislators elected to choose who their Speaker or Senate President will be, but the party always has an input, because all the candidates elected are not elected as independent candidates. They are elected as candidates of the party, sitting on the seat of the party and bound by the decisions of the party. Therefore, the party has a role to play at all times. The party has almost always had a role to play at all times. But sometimes, when a party plays a role without consulting or taking the legislators who are going to vote on the floor along, then you normally have accidents. And that accident, as it were, is what we've come to know in legislative parlance as the Tambowa phenomenon. That the party will take a position, and then the members themselves will be on a different opinion, and then they will go and take a decision that is different from what the party may have said. But for now, I will not want to really delve into the details of what the party has said or what it has been done now, because the time to speak now, less, and time to work and conciliate more.
All right. One will wonder exactly, because you talked about the role of the party. The party has waded in on this matter. It shows so much that the party is very, very interested in who becomes the Senate President and the House of Reps Speaker. Of course, as a ruling party, they must be concerned. But then, with the way they went about it, the primaries, do you think that this is lawful? Or do you think that the manner in which they conducted that primaries is what is what it should be?
For now, I will plead my privilege that we should not be appraising the process or the manner the decisions which the party acted. We should rather find how to cause reconciliation, close the gap, close the possible chances of a rift, and then make the party to walk across the aisle to be able to have the support of the opposition party in what it wants, and also to do everything to bring about reconciliation, to bring about the party, all the groups thinking and working together. Because what the party has done, and whatever the party says, is not like nominating the leader or minority leader or majority leader or minority whip, which will just be an announcement. There will be a vote on the floor by the senators elect and by the House of Representatives members elect. And this will be the first assignment they will do before they are even inaugurated. They will elect the Speaker and the Senate President before they are inaugurated. So what the party does and what the members elect does and do, and what they should each and all do, is to speak less, work more. It is not time to exhibit political dexterity or political sagacity. It is time to express and summon legislative diplomacy. That is diplomacy, conciliation, calling people together, issuing less of statements, and because it's not easy to enforce it on the floor, because each of these senators or members of the House, they have their own right. Agreed. The PDP had, as it were, they used to do this. It succeeded a few times. At other times, at one or two occasions, it failed. And again, what the PDP used to do is sometimes it consults. At a time it doesn't consult and consult more, it runs into accidents. I believe that at this stage, the party may have consulted their members-elect, and to find out the process of the consultation, it says, come and say by secret ballot or by whatever process what you think should be done. And the people may have said it, and a result may have been produced, but that result is not acceptable or may not be fully acceptable. And even if it is acceptable, there are still elements of dissent and other persons who have interest, the PDP. And I want to please urge that they should, even the party itself, other than the legislators, the senators and members elect themselves, should try and walk across to the members of the PDP and to the leadership and to the PDP as a party. They should, it's possible, because this were usually done in previous years, because the other parties normally don't come to hear it on the floor. Even if they come to hear, there is always a level of consultation. But right. Diplomacy, and diplomacy.
Senator Enang, just quickly before you tell us about what the rules of and the nature of the business of both chambers look like in this first assignment of this assembly, what exactly it looks like. Tell us how dangerous it is for a party in the majority being in this kind of situation, knowing full well that a party like the PDP has 49 members at the Senate at this time. If they do not agree on a consensus candidate, or if they go in a split house on Tuesday, how dangerous is it for the APC in losing that seat?
It is dicey. I wouldn't say it's dangerous. I want to speak in the positive for APC. But I want to say that is why I say there should be a diplomacy across the aisle. And both contending candidates, for instance, in the Senate, they have friends and they have built up a relationship across the aisle, that is across the other political parties. And they have friends who would want to start with them through thick and thin. And of course, the PDP may want to exercise their power to show that they are strong and they can determine what happens by saying, look, if you assure me that you will make one of us a deputy Senate president, we can support you against what your party has said. We can throw in all our weight, or most of our candidates, because I know that in this matter, there will be regional loyalty, zonal loyalty, quasi-interest loyalty, other than just political parties. So, it may not be possible to come fully as a bloc in PDP. But everything is possible when political interests are properly negotiated. Do not forget that committee chairmanship and some other positions are matters within the privilege of the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And it gives it to whom the selection committee wants, which he chairs, which obviously is within his breast. Therefore, the PDP is going to be a very determining factor. Therefore, that is why I have urged that we and our leaders and the APC senators-elect and members-elect should not celebrate, should not speak hard words, should not issue hard statements. They should not speak at all. They should use all the night, the 2-3 nights available to work, go to the other people, beg them, appeal to them, exchange agreements, and have understanding. Do not just seek to break the camps, although it may be possible to break the camps, but go to the show concern going to the principal actors themselves before you go to their camps, because kind words suits and brings about amity.